Okay. Here's one. I got a story for you. This one's called Star Wars Episode 1. Revenge of the Sith. Nope. Phantom Menace. So you've got open on space, and there's a ship or something like that. You got these guys on there who were like, and they're like trying to, I don't know. Anyways, the Jedis are coming and talk to them or whatever about what they're doing, and it's not cool. And the Jedi show up, and they're like, I got a bad feeling about this one, and it's because they have the Force. And Gas shows up in the room, and they're like, oh man, this sucks. Hold your breath. Robots show up to try to kill them, and then like laser swords out, boom. And they take down the robots, they take down more robots, they escape the ship, and then they land on the planet where we meet the hero of our film, Jar Jar Binks. And he is running around just like trying to live his life. And then one of the Jedi like saves him or something like that. And he's like, I'm indebted to you, I'm Jar Jar Binks, and I love you. And so, yeah, like, he takes him to the Gungan City, and at the Gungan City, he's like, why did I come back here? I'm always in trouble here. Damn it. And they're like, yep, we're gonna kill you, Jar Jar. And he's like, the Jedi's like, not so fast. He's my dude. And they're like, all right, he's your dude. So then they go to the city, and there's the queen there, and she's like 12, played by Natalie Portman. And they get taken over by more robots. They escape with the help of the Jedi. Then they fly to the capital city of the Republic, which is it's not Coruscant. It's not, well, it could be Croissant. It's not a bad name. And oh, crap, what happens then? So then you meet this dude who's got like wrinkled face, and you're like, obviously that guy's the Emperor. We all know it. No, hold on. There's like a whole like hour of the movie I just skipped over. They escape. Rewind. My bad. They escape the Naboo, but they like land on Tatooine. Ooh. With so they get there, and they meet this like little fella who's a child. His name is Anakin, and Anakin's like very poorly acted, but he's a kid, so like I can't blame him. And he's like a slave, and his mom's a slave, and he like does this thing called pod racing, which is like high speed, back alley, whatever. And the guy who owns him like they're trying to buy this like space machine from him, and he's like, your money's no good here. And he's like, yes it is. And he's like, no it's not. And so he's like, all right, tell you what, this kid wins a pod race, you give me my machine, and I get the kid and his mom too. And they're like, hold on a second, you get the kid or you get the mom, I'm gonna roll the dice. Well, the Jedi knows this kid's something else, because he's got little like robots in his blood or something like that, little nano machines that give you the Force, and the Force is strong with that guy. And so kid wins the pod race, they rig the thing so they win, the kid get the space machine going, boom, Coruscant, they're back in action. They land there and like, we need some help, dog. Like, I don't know, man, like this Trade Federation, that's the guys who were doing the bad stuff. They're like, I don't know, man, like I can't help you out. And they're like, fine, we'll just go, we'll just do it, we'll get Jar Jar Binks and all his dudes, and we're gonna fight back. And they do. they go back to the planet, reunite the Gungans with the Naboos, and they all like split off. So like the Gungans are fighting their war against the robots. They're doing okay until the robots walk through their shield, and then it's all just kind of downhill from there, kind of, for them. Meanwhile, you got Anakin and the Jedi and the Queen, I guess, is there? I'm not 100% sure about that one, but there's Darth something, Darth spiky hair, Darth Maul. He's like a bad Jedi guy, and he's got like double laser sword, and it's red, so you know he's evil. And then it goes like, and that's the 2 Jedi are gonna fight the 1 Jedi with the 2 swords. 3 Jedi, 4 swords, all the more fun for friends and family. They fight him. The Jedi, whose names I'm not going to give you because, you know, that's how you tell a story. You got the Master, his name is Qui-Gon Jinn, and then you got Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you know that those guys, like, those names ring bells, at least the second one does, because of the original Star Wars. And so they're fighting him. Anakin's like hiding in a thing. R2-D2's there, I forgot to mention that. And you got C-3PO also mucking things up everywhere he goes. What happens next? So Anakin's hiding in the little ship, but then he like turns it on and like goes to shoot the lasers at something. He flies the ship up to where they're fighting the Trade Federation in space. Anakin's like, it's like a pod racer, I got this. He flies it into the Trade Federation ship. Gungans are still fighting, doing very bad. They're all kind of surrounded. Anakin like manages to blow up. That seems to be a thing in Star Wars. It's like, we just got to blow up the mothership, and then it'll all be okay. They always do that. Like every Star Wars movie, it's always blow up the big one. They should just start with that. Be so much easier. And so, anyways, blow up the big ship. Robots shut down. But then, that's not unsolved yet. It's about to be. They're going through like these airlocks and stuff like that. Qui-Gon manages to get through the airlock, but then with Darth Maul, and they're fighting. They go bzoo, bzoo, bzoo. Old Ben, who's very young Ben, and I think he has a rat tail. I'm not sure about that. He ends up like watching Obi-Wan get stabbed hard, and he's like, no, I'm pissed. And he takes his laser sword, the airlock opens. Why these airlock things exist, I don't know. It doesn't even seem to be a room with any purpose except to have laser sword fights. And so they fight each other. He's like, you just can't kill masters like that. Slices him in half, boom, goes tumbling down a giant pit. Again, another big Star Wars thing. Pits and big ships. And then, like, they burn Obi-Wan. No, they burn Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan's still alive, don't worry. Obi-Wan's like, oh yeah, and they want to train Anakin, but Yoda's like, I don't know about all that. This is a bad dude. I can tell already he's got a lot of issues. And they're like, dude, like, he's got so many, what are those called? Something. He's got all the nanomachines in his blood. And Yoda's like, fine, I wash my hands of this. Done. And then there's like a big celebration, and Padme, that's the queen's name. Is it Padme? Queen Amidala. Padme, yeah. She's like mechanizing Anakin, the boy child. She's like no joke, like a 14-year-old, like looking at an 8-year-old, like, yeah, like you and me. You know what's up. And yeah, and that's how the movie ends, with just two children looking at each other like, I cannot wait to be with you. We'll keep it PG. But yeah, so that's the first one.